What's up, ladies and gents? Sinistraining back with another reaction. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Witcher 4 Unreal Engine 5 tech demo. First off, I just want to say this is a tech demo. This is not actual made gameplay that is going to be exactly in The Witcher 4. So I just need to kind of put that out. This is a tech demo showcasing of what they believe that they can accomplish in the game. We all know the differences from the first trailers of video games to the very end. So take anything you see here with a grain of salt, but still, be excited for what the future holds and for a new Witcher. So with that being said, we're going to watch the whole thing. This is a reaction, so I will be commenting over top of things and whatnot. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and here we go. I have not seen it yet either. This came out right when I was about to start streaming, so I didn't get a chance to view it myself. So I'm excited. State of Unreal. This is the entire thing. It's about 16, 17 minutes long, so sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, grab you a dew, and let's go. Read the bottom there. Right there. Technical presentation.
Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract. Where's Fear on dry road? Aye, the devil's out! It's running from!
Watch out, if you do this too much, you'll all of a sudden turn into the beginning of Skyrim. Everybody's seen that meme. Ooh. I don't know about you guys, but let me know in the comments if you would like to see a full-on CGI or CG movie like this for The Witcher. I would absolutely love to. I also want to know how long it took them to actually make this. Ooh. Damn. Could you imagine if that would actually be one of the cinematics in the game? Oh my gosh. I'm really excited that they've decided to go with Ciri. It makes sense if you've read the books. My wife has read all of the books. And so everyone out there that says, I want to play as Geralt again, read the freaking books and you'll see that Ciri is a huge part. Man, if it could possibly look like that right there, like even remotely close. Now we know we're like a good 3-4 years probably from The Witcher 4 even coming. So this could be a part of PS6. I mean, it's very, very possible.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the State of Unreal at Unreal Fest Orlando. We're here to show you what's next with Unreal Engine and so much more. We are thrilled that you're able to join us. Thank you. But first things first, I'm here with Sebastian and Kaitek from CD Projekt Red. We have a lot to talk about. Hey, guys.
Hey. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, Wyatt, and hello, everyone. With The Witcher 4, we're stepping things up. And to do that, we needed the right partner. One that truly understands.
I'll put in the description timestamps, so make sure you check those out for when actual so-called gameplay starts, so you guys can skip ahead.
And around the launch of UE5, your awesome team at CD Projekt Red announced a collaboration to make open-world development in Unreal even better. And it's an opportunity, we just couldn't pass it up. So we've been working on a technical demo together to achieve just that. I think we should take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready. Kaitek is going to play the build for us.
Sure, let's do it.
So this is something that somebody did make, and they are playing with it, but it's not actual gameplay of what the final version is going to be.
What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village. All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt and Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
We return to town.
R.I.P. Roach in the show.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so
that looks pretty good.
Feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 did this back in 2018, and I think everyone would still say to this point, not dogging CD Projekt Red or anything, but
so let's leave Ciri behind
as of right now,
and talk about
Rockstar are the kings at making horses,
so
man.
So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage. And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite. It's volumetric.
Witcher 4 Minecraft confirmed?
Super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri.
I mean, that does look beautiful.
Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
And the missus?
I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valdrest has to offer.
Not her again.
Wow. Now, remember, guys, I mean, take this with a grain of salt. The being able to interact with the NPCs like this, you just never really know, but if they can pull it off, it looks really good. Then again, Anthem looked amazing at the beginning, so you just never know. But I do trust CD Projekt Red.
Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together.
Sorry, I'm kind of like in the way of his little thing there.
Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper.
Ooh.
That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Last of it, is it? Running away.
Silver, round ones, jingling in my purse.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series of quests his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? With yours. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men. Quite the opposite.
I mean, her character model looks so good.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton. Not here.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. Won't find none fresher.
Rugged new ladies after one of
Curse. Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into scene, something more. Got mackerel, cod, all Brexit's finest.
And there is tons of tech at play here, even in this simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Remember, they're not using their
All of this
normal
exists to
engine,
make sure
so
that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as
they're
possible.
using Unreal now.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world.
Unreal has its problems, though.
But
It can be
there is
limited
terrorism
sometimes.
exciting enough
But
for Valgrest.
these guys are amazing developers.
Let's
Look
grab
what they've
that
done with
potential
Cyberpunk
mystery.
over the years since its release, and I do believe in them. I think they've had their comeback and they've earned the respect that people give them now. You know.
But the great performance deserves a huge crowd, though. Let's crank it up.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri?
It
We
seems
are
really
making this
smooth.
game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans.
I just love how much foliage. I want it to be dense. And the music is, perfect.
Onward, Kelpie. With what?
All right. Okay, well, ladies and gents, there you go. So, I mean, obviously, look, this is something that is still years and years away. It's going to change. I guarantee you, I'd be willing to bet that it's not going to look as good as this. This is something specifically made to show off the tech, but then once you have to get everything else in there, they have to dial down some things, and some things need to be brought back. It's just the nature of making video games, right? The first trailers you always see is always going to be what they want it to be, but then once they get further along in the development and they say, you got to cut, you got to cut here, you got to cut there, what's it isn't going to work, you're going to bring back and provide a little bit of limitation. So keep that in mind, though. Just look at this as a glimpse of just what the future can actually hold. And I think that we will be able to get to this point someday. And then just imagine the type of worlds, you look at The Witcher 3 and you say, like, how can it look any better than that? But it can. It can always look better. And for someone who grew up in the age of Atari and Nintendo and Sega and Super Nintendo, and then seeing these worlds here, I'm just so honored and blessed to grow up when I did, to be able to see from where it started to where we are now, and give it all the respect that it deserves. So let them cook. Give it time. The game's going to be delayed a few times. My guess is we're not going to see Witcher 4 until at the earliest 2028, possibly 2029, but more likely 2030, honestly. And then I would say 2 years after that, we'll probably see Cyberpunk. So these games, they take a long while. We want them to come, and they sometimes announce things too soon. But for one, I'm super excited for all this. I hope you guys are excited as well. Thank you so much for watching this live reaction for me or whatever. But yeah, so it's E3 time, even though E3 doesn't exist anymore. So lots of more reactions are going to come out from me. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel and leave a like, comment, and let me know what you think of this presentation. Are you excited for The Witcher 4? And all that good stuff. So love you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.